Thank you for giving me the space and time to talk about something that affects each and every one of us, whether we realize it or not. Today, we're going to talk about mental health, not as a taboo, not as a weakness, and certainly not as a secondary issue, but as a core part of who we are as individuals, as families, as communities, and as a society. So, why does mental health matter? Mental health is not just about diagnosis. It's not just anxiety or depression, bipolar disorder, PTSD, or schizophrenia. Mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It influences how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. And just like physical health, it exists on a spectrum. You can feel mentally well, or you can feel overwhelmed, exhausted, anxious, or numb. It changes over time depending on many factors, such as life events, relationships, work pressure, trauma, financial strain, and even global events like pandemics or wars. Yet, despite its importance, mental health is often misunderstood, stigmatized, or ignored. We don't talk about it enough, especially in schools, workplaces, and homes. But here's the truth: mental health is health, and we need to treat it as such. Let's ground this with some reality. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 8 people globally live with a mental health condition. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. Suicide is one of the top 5 causes of death among young people. And these are just reported cases. The actual numbers are likely much higher because many people suffer in silence, afraid to speak up, or unsure where to turn. Even more concerning is the impact on youth. Anxiety and depression are rising among teenagers. Social media, academic pressure, loneliness, and a fast paced world are weighing on our young people like never before. So we must ask, if mental illness is so common, why is it still so hard to talk about? The answer in part is stigma. Stigma is what keeps people from opening up about their struggles. It's the judgmental voice that says, just get over it. You're being dramatic, or you're weak. It's the fear that people will look at you differently, that you might lose friends, respect, opportunities. Let me be clear: stigma is dangerous. It silences people who need help, and it can be deadly. We don't shame people for breaking a leg or getting the flu. So why do we shame them for battling depression or panic attacks? Stigma also exists within our institutions. Many schools don't have enough counselors. Workplaces reward productivity but ignore burnout. Insurance plans often don't cover adequate mental health care. It's time to end the shame. Talking about mental health should be as normal as talking about physical health. Have you ever had a moment where you felt overwhelmed, like you were drowning under the weight of life? Have you ever watched a loved one struggle and felt helpless to support them? If you answered yes, you're not alone. Mental health affects everyone. It does not discriminate by age, race, gender, or income. Whether it's a full blown diagnosis or just feeling off for a while, your experience is valid. You deserve to be heard and you deserve help. So, how do we move forward? We start by breaking the silence. We create safe spaces to talk in our homes, at school, with our friends, or even online. That means listening without judgment, asking how someone is really doing, and being honest about our own experiences. We encourage seeking help, not as a last resort, but as a form of strength. Therapy, counseling, support groups, even just opening up to a friend, these are all healthy responses to pain. We need to teach emotional literacy, how to name our feelings, manage stress, set boundaries, and cope with failure or loss. These are not just soft skills, they are life skills. Now let's talk briefly about the digital world. Social media can be a double edged sword. It can connect us, but it can also isolate us. It's easy to compare your real life to someone else's highlight reel and feel like you're not enough. But let me tell you this, what you see online is not the full story. Behind every smiling photo is a human being with insecurities, fears, and struggles. We need to be more mindful of our digital habits, not just what we consume, but how it makes us feel. Sometimes the best thing for your mental health is to log off, take a walk, breathe, and just be present. Mental wellness doesn't just come from therapy, it also comes from daily habits. Ask yourself, are you getting enough sleep? Are you moving your body? Are you talking to people you trust? Are you doing things that bring you joy? Self care isn't selfish, it's essential. And it looks different for everyone, whether it's journaling, art, prayer, meditation, cooking, or spending time in nature. Find what heals you and make it part of your routine. And if someone around you is struggling, be patient, be present. Sometimes just sitting with someone and saying, I'm here, is enough. Let's not wait for a crisis to start caring about mental health. Let's normalize therapy. Let's challenge stigma. Let's check in on our friends. And let's be kinder to others. and to ourselves. If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out, whether it's a hotline, a counselor, or a trusted adult. Take the first step. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of courage. I'll leave you with this. Mental health is just as important as physical health and just as treatable, but it requires awareness, support, and compassion. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are human. Let's build the world where that is enough. And before we wrap up, I want to personally invite you to be part of something close to my heart. Renew and Flourish Mental Wellness. It's a space where you can find hope, healing, and practical support for your journey to emotional and mental well being. If you're ready to take the next step toward a healthier, more fulfilling life, visit my website www.calledrosette.com or reach out to me directly. I'd love to connect with you and see how we can walk this journey together. And remember, you are worthy of healing, you are capable of growth, and you can flourish forward.